Hello, friends. And I want to talk to you about a few things, okay? The first thing I want to discuss is about monotheism, okay? Then we're going to talk quickly about pantheism and polytheism, okay? So monotheism, mono meaning one God, okay? So monotheism is the worship of only one God. Polytheism is the worship of many gods. And then pantheism is the belief that everything is God and God is everything, okay? So, Zoroastrianism and Christianity and a few other religions are monotheistic. They believe in only one God. When Zoroaster was born, he saw the people were worshipping all these devas. And so he came and he said, there is only one God. And he formulated Zoroastrianism, okay? So Zoroastrianism is a monotheistic religion like Christianity, okay? Now, polytheism, poly means many, so is the worship of many gods, okay? And then pantheism, polytheism is like in Hinduism and so on, okay? And then pantheism is the belief that everything is God and God is in everything. So, for example, that tree you see is God. That cow you see is God, which is completely absurd. Just as the polytheism is, there can't be millions of gods, okay? And the pantheism, that tree is not God. It is a creation of God, meant to help mankind. That cow is not God. It's not to be worshipped. It's meant to help humanity that God created for milk and cheese and all that stuff and beef and whatsoever. Okay, so there's a lot of commonality between Christianity and Zoroastrianism in the fact that they are both monotheistic religions. Now, you may have also heard, and there was an article in Jami Jamshed that talked about the 3 wise men that visited the baby Jesus in Jerusalem. They were Zoroastrian priests from Persia who had traveled all the way, and they'd brought their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to offer to the baby Jesus, okay? So that's another common thread, and most Parsis agree too that, and even biblical scholars believe that these were probably Zoroastrian priests, okay? So we have quite a bit of commonality between Christianity and Zoroastrianism. Now, the sad thing today is what I'm noticing is among Parsis is they're dabbling in all different types of religions, and they're dabbling in idolatry, which is worship of idols like Ganesh and Krishna and Kali. Kali Mata, and you name it. And then people like Meher Baba and Sai Baba and all that. And that just boggles my mind because Zoroastrianism is a monotheistic religion. So how can you worship all these other gods along with that? That is nonsense. So what I would like to tell Zoroastrians is if you want to worship if you want to be a Zoroastrian, then worship Zoroaster, okay? But don't dabble in all this other stuff, okay? Now, my suspicion is that the reason why people are doing that is because they're not satisfied with their own religion. And so what I don't seem to understand is when I talk about Christianity, people get really upset. And I'm thinking, y'all are worshiping idols. Y'all are worshiping demon gods. The Bible says the spirits behind idols are demons. Okay? And then when I try to tell you about Christianity, you get really upset. So that doesn't seem to make sense. Okay? Now, here's what I believe is what happened with Zoroastrianism. When our Parsis left Iran, they tried to bring everything with them, but the Muslim invaders destroyed a lot of our scriptures and stuff like that. They were brutal, and that's why they had to flee as refugees to India. So we lost a lot of the teaching of Zoroaster on the way. And that's why there's not a whole lot of teaching in Zoroastrianism, okay? The few things that were remaining, the Parsis brought, okay? And the other fact is that when the Parsis landed in Sanjan with Jadi Rana, and we all know the story, about the milk. So when he allowed them to stay in India, they also had to abide by certain Hindu customs. And that is why I feel that even in our Parsi wedding ceremonies, they say Hindu shlokas. Where did that come from? That came from the Hindu culture and was meant to appease the Hindu rulers of that time. Unfortunately, such influences, I believe, have corrupted Zoroastrianism. Okay? And that is one of the reasons why, I have started, I went to Christianity, okay? So I just thought I'd bring that to people's notice and clarify certain things so there are no grave misunderstandings about these things, okay? God bless. I'll do some more of these later, okay? Bye.